Hey everybody, and welcome to week 4 of our class here at Purdue Global University on EM 410 and Global Environment. This week, we do have our first paper this week as we discussed this in the seminar for Unit 3 because seminar Unit 4 would happen the day before the paper is due. So everybody please review the instructions again for our first paper. Again, you're selecting an NGO and IGO from the link provided, and you're also selecting a treaty and discussing the treaty and answering all the questions that are listed on the assignment instructions. So again, guys, we covered this last week in Seminar Unit 3, but if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me in office hour, guys, on Tuesdays and Sundays from 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, or send me an email, guys. As you guys know, I'll respond to your emails within 24 hours. So remember, our first paper is coming up this week, guys, so good luck on the first paper. We do have our weekly quiz this week, too. Again, guys, quiz week 4, which we covered in week 3 seminar as well, too. So we did discuss material on the week 4 quiz. So everybody have good luck on that as well also. We will have seminar Unit 4 this coming Monday, guys, so hope to see everybody again. We had perfect attendance last week. Would love to see that again this week for our coming seminar. And also, we have our discussion boards going, guys. We have a discussion board 1 and 2. The first one's on IGOs, and the second one is on NGOs. So we have a very interesting topic this week, guys. We're looking at international government organizations. So we're looking at regimes. We're looking at international organizations like the UN, the EU. We're looking at regimes that have been created by treaties. A good example would be like the Paris Accords, which is to reduce climate change and reduce CO2 emissions. And it established a whole mechanism to do that where there will be nations reviewing things. There could be enforcement issues. There could be compliance issues. So the one thing with the treaty is it's not just a binding agreement. It does create structures. It does create regimes that monitor and work with the different nation states and oversee all these kind of things. So every time we have a treaty, we also create an international regime that overviews and reviews the actions of nations, make sure they're in compliance, assist those nations in the third world that need assistance in meeting standards or are impacted by the issue being discussed in the treaty. So international regimes is an important topic, guys. It's going to be very interesting to discuss that this coming week in Unit 4 seminar. So it should be an interesting topic. The other ones are NGOs. So discussion board number 2 is on NGOs, and we'll be discussing NGOs as well this week as well too in the seminar. And what's very interesting about NGOs is this could be anything. This could be like the Chamber of Commerce. It could be things like Sierra Club, Greenpeace. NGOs are private organizations that are funded through donors and memberships or however they raise their money. And they participate in actions here in the United States all the time. We've talked about Sierra Club being involved legally in a lot of actions here in the United States. But there's also global NGOs as well too that go around the world and look for things like human rights violations, the way people are being treated by their governments. There's Oxfam America, which goes around the world and tries to improve infrastructure and basic needs of people in third world nations. You have other ones like Doctors Without Borders. So there's a lot of good NGOs out there that are trying to improve the quality of life for people in developing nations around the world. And we also have NGOs here in the United States as well too, which we all know there's a lot of them as well also. So it's an interesting week, guys, as we talk about IGOs and NGOs. So I'm available, guys, if you need me by email. And remember, office hours are Tuesdays and Sundays from 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time over in the instructor virtual office. With that, guys, have a great week 4, and I'll see everybody on Monday night in class.